Hi Aries, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. Welcome to your January 2024 career reading. This is going to be a great way for you to look at where it is that you stand with your money, your finances, your job. If you are someone who is wanting to retire or to get out of your current profession, this is a really good time to look at what are those energies astrologically, but also what are the energies that you're feeling as you enter a new calendar year. We did end 2023 with Jupiter stationing direct in the sign of Taurus. This is great momentum for those Taurus areas of your life. Also, we start off the year with Mercury stationing direct in the sign of Sagittarius on January 1st. And by time we end January, we'll have Uranus stationing direct in the sign of Taurus. So all this momentum is really huge. Plus, we have Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius in January. So Aries, how much more energy of forward momentum can you get, right? So this is a really good time to look at all those areas of your life. Before we pull the cards though, Aries, I want to thank you for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for giving my videos a thumbs up. It's great to meet each and every one of you. Those of you who take the time to comment, thank you so much. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you're looking forward to in this new calendar year. If you haven't already liked or subscribed, I would love if you would. Look at the links below. I have highlighted those important other tarot readings that are also up, okay? All right, Aries, let's go week by week. The dates are in the description box below. You start off week 1 with the Moon card, which is Pisces energy, major arcana, as well as the 5 of Wands in the reverse. Second week of January finds you with the Temperance card, another major arcana that is that Sagittarius energy, as well as the 10 of Pentacles. Third week of January finds you with the 8 of Pentacles, as well as the Lovers card, Gemini energy there, major arcana. And lastly, fourth week of January finds you with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. I do think it's interesting that I said February, Aries, so be aware of anything that could come up later on in February once all planets are direct. Usually when Spirit is giving me a little nudge, I tend to make those little blurt outs of other dates that I'm like, okay, why did I say that? But it could be really important for your reading, okay? Let me make the camera make sure your cards are straight here. All right, so Aries, let's go ahead and pull a card of where you left 2023. Where is it that December led you? Where is it that possibly that full moon in Cancer that was on the 26th of December? Maybe you were shown some type of information at that time, as well as Chiron also stationed direct at the end of December. So let's see where you are ending the 2023 year. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So Aries, for many of you all either were expecting some type of pay raise, possibly money coming to you. Maybe there was information that you had received that you would be receiving some type of payout or some type of monetary means. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I am sensing, Aries, that this should still come to you, but not to think of it in a I have to get it type of way. I hope that makes sense. I think many of you all, if you can change your perspective as to how the resources come to you, I do think that this is coming to you, if not in the month of January, possibly in the month of February. So be prepared for possibly that is on the way, but it's in a different perspective than you were thinking. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card. This is going to represent the spirit and energy that you are getting from your angel guides for the month of January. Ooh, do you see that card just flip like that? We are going to take that one. And you have partnerships and alliances. So Aries. This is a really exciting time, I do think, for you and Libra, since we are here with your nodes all this year. And I do think that this partnerships and alliances is reminding you that there's some important people that you need to be making not only alliances with, but really thinking of your partnerships in a different light. I do think that many of you all will come into this year with lots of opportunities to meet new people, to network with new people. Really take those opportunities. I do think that that Libra energy and your energy is reminding you, where is it that you need to practice that me versus we attitude. And I do think that that partnerships and alliances could lead you to that money that you were looking for. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your month ahead. And what I do find interesting, Aries, is that these first 3 weeks of the month, you have all major arcana cards. Expect big changes in the month of January anytime you have so many major arcana cards. I do think this very first week of the month, some type of conversations with colleagues could go in a way that you weren't expecting, or possibly some hidden information could come out with Mercury stationing direct. By the time you move into the second week here, family matters come into question. This could be your spouse or maybe a family member talking about an inheritance, or possibly a family company or job, or something that could hinder or help the family. And by the time you get to this third week, which I'm calling the big week of January, because we do have Pluto stationing into, or moving into, Aquarius, this Eight of Pentacles and Lovers card, partnerships are definitely going to come up here. And then by the time you end the month, some of you are making a huge decision, but you're not quite sure where to turn or where to pivot with that Knight of Swords and Two of Pentacles in reverse. So that's kind of the broad overview, but let's take it week by week, Aries. I do think what's really interesting for you all, Aries, is that this first week of the month, where we have we just came out of Jupiter stationing direct in Taurus on the 30th, Venus entering Sag on the 29th. On the 1st, when Mercury stations direct, be prepared for hidden information that wasn't out there before during the holidays. Maybe you were on holiday, maybe your boss was on holiday. Some kind of conversations could come up during the first few weeks of January that puts everyone at odds, puts everyone on edge. They weren't expecting possibly some information about a reorganization, or maybe a new leader leaves and someone steps in. There's some kind of conversations that are going to come up that everyone may not be on the same page, Aries. Really be patient with people around you. Make sure you're not trying to take sides. This is a good time for those alliances and partnerships that I was speaking of in the beginning. And I do think that some of you all are going to be faced with some conversations around family. And I do think that your family, whether it is your spouse, a significant other, someone has some type of news that comes out around they're either going to need to be working more to be able to get that raise that they were looking for, or possibly this is you telling your spouse or telling your family members, I may not be around as much at home, or I may have to get to work early. There's some kind of balancing act that you're going to have conversations about with your family. And I do think that this is important, Aries, as you enter into this year, because I think this conversation is going to be one that keeps coming up throughout the year. How is it that you are balancing your work life and your family life? And you're really going to need to keep that into perspective, especially with that new moon that happens in Capricorn on the 11th and Mars entering Capricorn on the 4th. That's going to be this big, like, what kind of goals are you wanting to achieve in January and for the rest of the year? Now, by the time you get to that third week of January, big week with Pluto entering Aquarius and the Sun entering Aquarius, both on January 20th. This is really big momentum of movement around areas of Aquarius, but also where is it that you're you're wanting to think differently. You're wanting to think outside the box. And I do think that that Eight of Pentacles, some of you are starting possibly a new business, or you're trying to venture out on your own while you're still kind of tiptoeing both in the 9-to-5 world and your own world. And there's going to be some conversations with a partner, with a colleague, whether you're venturing out with someone else. Really pay attention to the people you meet this week, okay? Pluto is a very slow moving energy, so this is definitely going to take momentum to pick up, Aries. But I do think by the time you get to the end of the month, where we have that Two of Pentacles and Knight of Swords both in reverse, pay attention to the full moon in Leo on the 25th and Uranus finally out of retrograde, moving in stationary direct in Taurus on the 27th. You have some big plans that you want to put forth, but I do think that you're questioning whether it's time to take the lunge or take the leap into a new either a new career, or possibly you're questioning whether it's time to leave your company. There's big things happening for you, Aries, and I do think it's going to take you some time during January of 2024 to get all of your ducks in a row. But by the time you move into February, I do think that this partnerships and alliances is going to be monumental for you all. Make sure you continue to make these partnerships that are going to be crucial to you moving forward in your success in 2024. All right, Aries, I hope this was helpful for you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would. Talk to you later.